I am so excited to be at UConn Stanford. Investing in public education and in our wonderful institutions of secondary education is absolutely crucial to rebuilding Connecticut's economy. It's a large part of why I decided to run. Connecticut is the highest student loan debt in the entire country, around $34,000 per student. That's why I think we need more young people running for office. Representative democracy should be representative, and yet our generation has no voice at the table. I'm running against somebody who's been in office for 22 years. That's a problem, and I think that if we elect more stakeholders in Connecticut's future, they'll start investing in student loan forgiveness programs and empowering our generation to really realize the values and the world that we want to live in. You know, I'm so optimistic about turnout in just 2 weeks. I think that young people are going to step off of the sidelines and into the voting booth. I think our generation is going to be not just at the ballot, but also on the ballot, and that's a good thing for democracy, no matter what party you belong to. I'll just close with something I think about all the time, and in 1962, President Kennedy really boldly declared that we would land on the moon by the end of the decade. It didn't happen for another 7 years, but when Neil Armstrong took his first steps on the moon, the average age of those cheering him on in NASA's control room was just 26. That means they were 19 when they heard the president's call to action and they rose to the challenge. I think our generation, from Connecticut to Florida, heard President Obama when he said, if you're disappointed by your elected officials, grab a clipboard, get some signatures, and run for office yourself. And we're rising to the challenge of protecting our community in the era of Donald Trump.